If you're a human being and live on planet Earth, you've probably noticed how flippin' expensive groceries are everywhere. So if you're anything like me, you probably like to save your money wherever possible when buying food. In this video, I'm gonna show you guys my top 10 budget plant-based buys that I get from Costco all the time. If you've been following me for a little while, you've probably seen a Costco grocery haul video sprinkled in here and there on the channel. And that's because I love shopping at Costco all the time. They just have so many of my plant-based essentials that I use like every day. So going in order from 10 all the way down to 1, we're gonna get into my top budget finds from Costco. Starting with number 10, nuts and seeds. I'm talking cashews, walnuts, pecans, almonds. You can get big honkin' bags of nuts from Costco for a really good deal. I like buying their cashews because I use it for my vegan cashew cheese sauces. I like to make my own pecan butter. And I also use walnuts and all sorts of things like topping my morning oatmeals and sprinkling them in my salads. For me, it's definitely the place to get nuts and to go nuts. Number 9 is chia, flax seeds, and hemp seeds. Pretty much all of these are organic whenever I find them at Costco, and I use these every single day, no joke. I make my own chia jam, and I have a recipe for that on my blog that you can check out. I also use flax seeds all the time for an egg replacement. And when it comes to hemp hearts, I use them as a little high protein, healthy fat booster topper in salads. I sprinkle them in my oatmeals. I'll use them in casseroles and all sorts of recipes. So they're all really good, heart healthy, brain healthy items that I always get at Costco. Number 8 is organic canned black beans and chickpeas. Now these are, wow, so much better priced in Costco than pretty much anywhere else I've been able to find them. Sure, regular canned beans are pretty cheap, but organic canned beans can be a little bit pricey, so I prefer to get them in the big 8 or 10 packs from Costco, and I use black beans all the time. They're just a great protein and fiber booster. I like to use them in my Mexican rice. I like to make them in burrito bowls, add them to my tacos. And for chickpeas, gosh, what do I not use chickpeas in? I put them in casseroles like my broccoli chickpea casserole, my niçoise salad, which is a new recipe that hit my channel and my blog recently. And they're all just great sources of heart-healthy fiber and protein, and if you're plant-based, you should be eating more of them, and Costco is the best place to get them. Number 7 is quinoa and rice. Now, Costco, at least where I shop, has so many varieties of rice. So really, whatever your favorite kind of rice is, Costco will have it in a big, giant bag for a really good price. And quinoa, I always get the Kirkland organic quinoa, and I really love the Kirkland brand because it comes pre-rinsed. And I didn't know this for the longest time, but usually when you're using quinoa, you need to rinse it first because it has kind of bitter saponins on them, which don't taste great. They don't taste great, but but really, I love the convenience of the Kirkland quinoa. So that alone is like one of the main reasons I buy it, so I don't have to pre-rinse it. And if you're looking for a few new rice recipes to add to your weekly rotation, you should definitely go and check out my Korean rice balls recipe and my tofu teriyaki rice casserole. It is so good. Actually, they're both so good. Oh. Number 6 is canned organic coconut milk. Now, I use coconut milk all the time, and I particularly like buying it organic. And what I love about the Chia's Organics brand that is at my Costco, and I'm pretty sure that they're in many Costcos. I've seen other people's grocery hauls from the United States that have Chia's there, and even the ones here in Canada. And it's by far the best coconut milk. I like to use coconut milk in all sorts of Thai dishes, especially my Thai yellow curry. You can check that out in my Thai meal prep video. Recently, I featured it in my tofu tikka masala recipe, which is so good. Definitely go and make that one. Number 5 is local fruits and veggies. Now, I do often buy a lot of my produce from Costco because Costco has such a good variety of like every kind of fruit and vegetable you can possibly think of. And you get them in the big bags. And what's awesome is that oftentimes, depending on where you're living, a lot of the produce you'll find is local to where you are from. And oftentimes the price point of the bulk bags of apples and pears and oranges and sweet potatoes and broccoli, everything that I find at Costco is usually way cheaper in the bulk sizes at Costco than in a supermarket. Number 4 is pasta and ramen noodles. If you're gluten-free, I found that they always have some sort of gluten-free pasta pasta on rotation. The brands do tend to change from time to time, but if you're gluten-free, you can definitely shop for pasta at Costco and you can get the big brands. Usually I get the chickpea rotini pasta, but sometimes they'll have like red lentil penne, which is great if you like to eat a lot of protein or you're athletic and are just trying to maintain your protein, high protein levels on a plant-based diet, which I always am. And honestly, their pasta noodles are just the best deal around. You can also get great brown rice ramen noodles from Lotus Foods. I'm pretty sure this is a brand that's carried very widely in most Costco's, and I use their brown rice ramen noodles in all sorts of recipes like my vegan pad thai, or just when I'm feeling lazy and want to whip up a quick like tofu noodle soup. Number 3, organic dates. Now, Costco for a long time has carried dates, and I'm so glad they've never gotten rid of dates. The brands have changed from time to time, but I'm always able to find organic medjool dates, which are just like the best natural sweetener. They're so good for you. They have lots of fiber, and I use dates in all sorts of recipes, like when I'm feeling like making something sweet, my date bar. I like to make my bliss balls. Most recently, I just featured them in my cacao bliss balls, which you can check out on my channel and on my blog. I just love using dates. They're a great natural sweetener in all sorts of recipes when it comes to baking or raw baking or raw sweet treats. Dates are great. And you can get big boxes of them, and they're super fresh. Like, I've never bought a bad box of dates from Costco. Moving on to number 2. This is perhaps one of my absolute favorite, consistently awesome purchases from Costco, and that is their oats, specifically the 1 Degree brand of sprouted rolled oats. Now, I loved this brand before I even started buying them at Costco, but holy moly, it's a way better deal to get the big giant bags of their sprouted oats than anywhere else you can find it. Like, I can get a small bag of the 1 Degree oats at a supermarket for practically the same price as a huge bag. Why I love them? So many reasons, but one, because they're sprouted, they are more nutritious and they're higher in protein and they're more easily digestible. And 2, this brand is always gluten-free and they're always glyphosate-free, which is a nasty chemical that nobody wants in their bodies. I also like using their oats in my protein pancakes, which is a brand new recipe that just hit my channel, so definitely go and check that out. And a drum roll for my number 1 Costco plant-based budget buy is tofu. Organic, extra firm tofu to be more specific. Why do I love buying my tofu at Costco? Well, 1, it's pretty much always organic. I have never seen tofu at Costco that wasn't organic. And 2, it's a way better deal. My goodness. Like, I cannot find tofu in my supermarket for the same good deal that I would find it at Costco. I can get them in packs of 4 or 5. Sometimes it depends on the brands they rotate through, but I love getting it there. It's just such a good deal. And I eat tofu all the time. I'll make my tofu scramble with it. Recently, I've started using it in my vegan sausage and egg casserole, which you should definitely check out because that recipe is bomb.com. If you want to see my top favorite ways to cook tofu, you can check out this video up here. You can also go onto my blog and just search for tofu and you'll see quite a few recipes pop up. Let me know in a comment below, what are some of your favorite plant-based budget buys from Costco? Is there anything that I missed? Is there anything that you love that I didn't mention today? Let me and let everyone else know down below so that we can go and find it. And subscribe below if you haven't already. I'm all about plant-based, gluten-free, high-protein recipes. If you are too, let's be friends. I love you, and I'll see you in another video real soon. Bye-bye.